Hi there, this is David and welcome to New RPG News. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about today, from a release date for Ys to Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out, but might be censored. Yeah, we'll be talking about that, to some Fairy Tail 2, and a whole lot more going on, including a giveaway right here for the PlayStation 5 version of the Collector's Edition of Dragon Quest III HD. And I do think that all of that is worth a sub, as I do try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. So with your help, your like, and your sub, I just know that I can get there if y'all do your part. Thank you so much for that. And now, before we get started, let's have a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Mecha Japan, an online store that sells products from major Japanese licenses, such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, and of course our beloved JRPGs, with more than 30,000 high-quality products that you'll be sure to find something amazing. The prices are great, and the customer service team is very responsive and will always answer you in English. Not only that, but they do have worldwide shipping for many rare or very rare Japanese products that you can only find available on their website. So, be sure to follow Mecha Japan on Twitter or Instagram to get the latest updates and information on all of your favorite products, but also to get in on any new ongoing promotions. And as a special bonus for my viewers, you can use my special discount code to get $10 off your order of $100 or greater. And be sure to follow me over on Twitter, because I'm also going to be giving away a PlayStation 5 Collector's Edition of Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remastered. Just click on the link below and head on over to the site to begin your shopping spree. So I do hope that you do follow me over on Twitter so that you can get a chance to win that Dragon Quest III HD 2D Collector's Edition. That thing is amazing. The giveaway will be running for 2 weeks, so do not miss out. First story. First up, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition has been announced for the Nintendo Switch, coming out March 20th of next year. They kind of shadow dropped this out of nowhere. It's coming out one day before Atelier Yumiya, so sorry about that, Gust. It looks like it's going to be $60, and it's a remastered version of the 2015 Wii U game with enhanced visuals, additional story elements, and more. The year is 2054. Humans have fled Earth amid a destructive intergalactic war. As one of the survivors and a member of the new Los Angeles colony, it's your mission to help build a new home on the sprawling, hostile planet of Mira. Explore this seamless open world across 5 otherworldly continents, teeming with unknown creatures, some of which are epic in scale, and fight for the future of humanity. Once you've proven yourself to the Blade organization, you can unlock a powerful Skell, your giant customizable mech that's proficient in exploration and combat to assist you in your adventures across Mira. There is even more to discover in this definitive version of the game. Just who is the mysterious hooded figure on the beach? You'll have to stay tuned to learn more. So yeah, the original game did end on a cliffhanger. There was like this guy who washed up on the beach or whatever, but now we're going to be learning more about that. So there has been new story elements added. But, according to a note on the Japanese official website, this version is based on the Western version of Xenoblade Chronicles X. And I know that a lot of people were very upset about that because there... it's so stupid to even bring it up. There was a boob slider on the Japanese version of the game, and people were really upset that, that was taken out of the Western version of the game, so they can't create, the big boobs or whatever. And I say, bring in the boob slider. Bring it in. Whenever I played Dragon's Dogma 2, I customized my character into a walking human Dorito. He had massive shoulders and arms, huge chest, teeny tiny waist, like he was hot. So yeah, I mean, if you want a boob slider, bring in the boob slider. Come on now. Tales of Graces F remastered gameplay trailer digital pre-orders are now available in standard and deluxe editions. This is going to be available for the PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Switch, as well as the PC. Gosh, there's a lot going on right there. So there's a standard edition for $40, main game with pre-order bonuses. A deluxe edition for $60, main game with some other pre-order bonuses here. There's quite a lot there. Or you could do what I am doing and hop your little bum on over to Amazon and you can buy for $40 physically. That's what I would do, and guess what? It still comes with all those pre-order bonuses, so screw the digital. In another very similar story, Fairy Tail 2 has digital pre-orders now available, including a season pass, including a bonus scenario, arena, and new party members. Look at that! A season pass that you have to play for in order to get stuff that's already been created. Wow, what a great deal that is. There's a standard edition for $60, digital deluxe edition for $80. Each of these coming with all sorts of different outfits and whatnots and things like that. Like this has a bunch of like Atelier Ryza costumes, alternative costumes, Atelier Lucy costumes, freaking items, tons and tons and tons of stuff. An ultimate edition of the game, which is $115. It includes this season pass thing with the bonus scenario to the original game, the bonus feature, the arena, the new party member set 1, 2, and 3, season pass, blah, 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 blah. So it's coming out for the PS4, PS5, Switch, PC on December 12th, in Japan, December 13th, worldwide. But you could also just head on over to the NIS America store and get it physically for $125. Hey, look at that. So there's 100% stock of these games there. Let's see, for at least for the PS5 and then a Switch and the PS4. So it is there. It comes with all sorts of different stuff. I can't read that, it's so small to me, but it looks like the game. It looks like a poster of some sort. I can't read that, it's so small. Soundtrack, CD, cloth poster. Okay, so yeah. And then a guild box right over there, which is blackened out right now. Gosh, my eyes, my old eyes, I can't see. But I will include links to these in the video description so y'all can see for yourself. Ys memoir, The Oath in Felghana, launches on January the 7th in the West. We finally have a release date for this, coming out for the PS4, PS5, and Switch in North America and Europe. It looks like this is based upon the PSP version of the game, and this includes there's a limited physical refined edition, which I will show you in just a minute, which includes a copy of the game, a 14-song soundtrack CD, an acrylic diorama keychain set, a set of 4 postcards with art from the game, and a graphic cleaner cloth. Originally conceived as a reimagining of the 16-bit console classic Ys 3 Wanderers from Ys, this fan favorite. Girl. This was the black sheep. Newly remastered as Ys memoir, Oath in Felghana. Nearly 15 years after its previous release, longtime fans can look forward to numerous improvements and upgrades, including all new voiceover for the legendary protagonist Adol Christian. With reimagined high-definition visuals and music, this epic adventure has never looked or sounded better. Additional features include multiple versions of the sweeping soundtrack, accessibility options, and brand new character illustrations, making Ys memoir the definitive edition of the acclaimed masterpiece. Now, whenever I do say this was the black sheep, I'm not talking about the remake on the PSP, because the remake on the PSP was actually pretty freaking cool, and it was very good, and yeah, you could say that was a fan favorite. But if you're going to sit there and say that the 16-bit console was a fan favorite, that is some revisionist history right there, because it was not. And just like I promised you, here it is over on Amazon for $60 for the Nintendo Switch, and the PS5 version of the game comes in this really nice box. There's all the little physical stuff that you can get there. Gosh, it's so narrow right there. It looks like they haven't updated the release date here over on Amazon, but you can see everything that is included there in the physical edition of the game. Only $60 to get all this stuff. I think that's a fantastic deal. Links in the video description. Metal Slug Tactics coming to the Game Pass on day 1. There's new footage available, including the Akari Warriors. Wow, that's a throwback. Clark, Ralph, and Leona. This is a tactical entry in the same vein as something like Final Fantasy Tactics, you know, that kind of isometric 2.5D sort of thing going on right here. It's the first strategy game in the Metal Slug franchise, launching on November the 5th for the PS5, Xbox, PS4, Switch, and PC for $25. It looks really freaking good. Every time I hear Akari Warriors, I just think ABBA, you know, because that's what you had to do back in the day. Whenever your guys died in Akari Warriors, you had to do the ABBA thing for them to revive. People of a certain age know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody else is like, what in the world is going on about? RPG Maker With is launching on February the 21st in the West for the PS5 and the PS4. It's coming out 22 days after the Japanese release. Let's see right here. It first launched on the Switch over in October the 11th in the West. So it is available on the Switch already, but if you want it for the PS4 or PS5, it will be available next year. And interestingly, it says right here that you can publish created games and assets for others to download with support cross-platform sharing. So you can create a game on the PS5 version and share it with somebody who has the Switch version and vice versa. So that's pretty cool. The latest installment in the RPG Maker series, RPG Maker With, features more tools and greater accessibility than ever before. The user-friendly interface and intuitive controls make it easy to choose between creating simple or complex assets and functions, so you can dive right in regardless of your skill level. Not sure what to make? Head online to play other creators' games and get inspired, then inspire others by sharing your own. And for the first time ever in a console RPG Maker title, you can even share your assets and your unfinished projects. I remember I made a game on RPG Maker. It was just called that back in the day. It was on the PlayStation 1. It was the very first RPG Maker thing that we ever got in America. I remember reading about one on the SNES that they got back in Japan that I really, really, really wanted. We never got that one. But we did get one for the PlayStation 1, and I created an RPG called Angels of Rizarin. And I used a Dex drive, and I uploaded it to rpgmakermagazine.com, and it's probably still up there. And a couple of years back, I downloaded it, and I went through it on a Twitch stream, and I showcased my game, and I even made a little video about it here on the channel too, talking about my long-lost game from 20 years ago or whatever, and how I'd found it, because I knew it was there, but I could never figure out how to download it because I didn't have a Dex drive or something, and somebody on the Discord channel ended up helping me, and yeah, so it's an interesting time right there. Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 will be launching sometime next year. We don't have a specific time because we're still relying on localization and console porting. He says, I am very eager to show you what we've made since 6 years ago. Gosh, it's been 6 years since Deltarune 1 and 2 came out? Good lord. So it says Chapters 3 and 4 will be 100% come out in 2025. The specific time is still relying on localization and console porting. Please hear me clawing at the door trying to escape the shallow coffin that I've been buried in. As previously announced, Chapters 3, 4, and 5 will be paid releases whenever they launch. Chapters 1 and 2 are currently playable free of charge across the PS4, Switch, PC, and Steam. Ved launches on November the 14th. It's a story-driven RPG featuring a turn-based combat system set in a world full of magic that will launch for the PS5, PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC on November the 14th. Kier comes to the city of Micropole in search of a new life where he suddenly discovers the ability to teleport between two worlds. Another reality is completely different from the usual world. Mysterious flying islands, strange creatures, dangerous monsters. And there's definitely something linking these two worlds. Discover the truth and decide the fate of the two worlds. Your power is the magic of the Veds. Learn the ancient sorcery of Veds to gain superiority over the enemy and win. Explore the mysterious islands where you find blessings or curses that will stay with you until the end of the game. Every time I say Ved, I wanted to say Vey. Vey's probably a better game anyway. Who knows? Such a bitch. Rogue Waters is coming to the PS5, Xbox, and Switch on February the 4th of next year. It is currently available over on the PC right now. This is a tactical turn-based roguelike set in a pirate world overtaken by a terrible curse. Gather your ragtag crew of rogues and grow them into fierce pirates. Befriend and call upon legendary creatures of sailors' myths. Chart your course through the ever-changing game world and turn the tides of battle on land or sea in a fresh take on tactical turn-based combat. The crew and the Kraken await your command. Will you heed the call? The first Berserker Kazan is here. This is an action RPG that I've never heard of. Kazan and Ozma, the heroes who saved the Pelos Empire from the Berserk Dragon Hismar and the Dragon Legion. But General Kazan, falsely accused of treason, becomes a wretched outcast as he's condemned to exile beyond the Empire through brutal torture. What? Like, how is that an overview of a game? Whatever. The first Berserker Kazan is a game which adapts the universe of Dungeon and Fighter, which I've never heard of. Well, apparently, it's a globally known intellectual property. Okay, sure, yeah, beats me. Dealing with the story of Ozma and Kazan. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they introduce these two people here as if everybody and their mother knows who they are, and I'm sitting there like, who are these people? The player will become the hero Kazan, the ancestor of all the Slayers, and the one who defeated Berserker Dragon Hismar, and proceed uncovering the truth of his downfall within the Empire. Okay, if you've ever heard of this game at all, or this franchise or whatever, I want to know in the comments, because I've never in my life heard of this. Dungeon and Fighter open world action RPG has been released for the console, PC, and mobile, and it's titled Dungeon and Fighter ARAD, formerly known as Project DW. Oh my god, could you imagine an RPG based upon DW from that Arthur PBS show? And it's like just DW going around just being a bitch to everybody. I would totally play that. I would totally play that a hell of a lot more than I'd play this thing. Anyway, this is an open world action RPG based upon Nexon's globally popular... Again! What, these people, they think that they just are just the bee's knees and everybody knows about their globally popular intellectual properties that no one's ever freaking heard of. Oh, except for 850 million players. Experience the exhilarating battle action unique to Dungeon & Fighter as you embark on an adventure across the continent of Arad. I thought that it was the name of the girl. Oh well, with a diverse cast of characters available on the PC, mobile, and console. I'm over here. No one knows what this is. Oh, only 850 million. Okay, sure. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm out of touch. It's not the kids, it's me who's out of touch. Valis, the Phantasm Soldier collection for the PC is now available. You can get the entire thing with the soundtrack and an art book for $31.95. It says that this originally released on the Nintendo Switch in February 10th, 2022 in the West, but now it is available on the PC. Now, this is a side-scrolling action game originally released back in the 80s. It's actually really a whole lot of fun. I could read through all this kind of junk, but I've played these games before, and they are a lot of fun. They're action-adventure, it has voice acting, it's animated cutscenes and everything. It's really freaking cool, and if you're into that kind of stuff, you definitely want to check this out. Songs of Conquest launches for the PS5 and Xbox on November the 12th. It is currently available already over on the PC, and there are mobile versions planned for release next summer. This is a turn-based strategy game inspired by the 90s classics. Lead powerful magicians called wielders and venture to lands unknown. Wage battles against armies that dare to oppose you, hunt for powerful artifacts, and expand your territory. The world is ripe for the taking. Seize it. So we just saw Songs of Conquest, now it's Songs of Silence. No relation. This one's coming out one day later for the PS5, Xbox, and PC, and it's also a strategy game. There's going to be no confusion here whatsoever. Sure. This features a unique mix of kingdom and army management, hero development, and real-time combat. You explore handcrafted maps, build powerful armies, and crush your rivals in fast-paced real-time battles where every decision is strategic. Lead one of 3 unique factions, carve out your place in a ravaged land. From dense forest, perfect for ambush, to towering strongholds ripe for siege. Every map presents new challenges and opportunities. Manage resources, rebuild shattered kingdoms, and stake your claim in this living, breathing world. Talk about oxymoronic. So this is just odd to me. This is a pixel art post-apocalyptic, farming simulation. So if you have an apocalyptic world, that means that it's been completely destroyed, probably a nuclear winter, fallout everywhere, the soil is poisoned. But it's a farming simulation, and it's a cozy farming simulation. Sure, Jan. A release date was not yet announced. This is a cozy pixel art farming adventure set in a vibrant... If it's post-apocalyptic, how is it vibrant? It should be desolate. What is happening? From building your dream farm to forging relationships with the warm-hearted locals... Yeah, they're so warm-hearted. They're struggling for your tooth and nail for every last morsel, but they're so warm-hearted. Players can embark on a journey full of exploration and discovery. For the first time, a free public demo is available on Steam, offering a glimpse into this charming world. Good God. Begin your adventure in Dolok Town with a barren plot. I would think that the entire place would be barren. It's post-apocalyptic. With a barren plot amidst the remnants of a civilization, gradually uncovering the forgotten stories of the land. Gather resources, cultivate crops, and construct facilities while navigating platforming challenges and engaging in combat. Explore diverse biomes from lush valleys to treacherous wetlands, each filled with secrets and new obstacles. Ugh. Games like these, it's just, it drives me crazy. And we're going to be wrapping things up with a trio of visual novels. There's been a Steins Gate reboot has been announced. It is due out next year in Japan for unspecified platforms in celebration of their 15th anniversary. It says here, a reboot of the 2009 released Science Adventure series. This will feature new graphics and some additional story elements. Otum visual novel La Storia della Arcana Famiglia Renato. This is why I hate these visual novels. I just don't like to pronounce their names. It's been announced for the Switch and the PC. It says it's a ported version of a 2015 PS Vita game. A heroine spent her childhood days in lonely remote place with her mother, Sumire, and her servant, subordinate Luca. The Christmas that she turned 16, she was invited to go and live together with her father, Mondo. The dream that she had ever since she was young was to live a happy life with her family together. Thus, with her long yearned for dream coming true, she took her first steps as a member of the Arcana Famiglia, a vigilante organization the Frank Mondo is in control of. You want a peaceful life with your family and you're living with a vigilante organization and this is your happy life? Oh, whatever. The story takes place 3 months after that on April 1st. Maybe it is a fool's joke, who knows? And our final story, we have a tome visual novel, Him, the Smile, and Bloom, coming west in Q1 of 2025 for the Switch and PC. And I've got to say, these men, they need some help. Like, these are the ugliest clothes I've ever seen in my entire life, especially this like lime green thing that's happening. And the worst part is that every single one of these men has this lime green somewhere in their outfits. He has the jacket, he has the shirt, he has the pants, he has the shirt too. Like, who bought this lime green god awfulness? It's terrible. Anyway, the Switch version will be available both physically and digitally. Step into a world of romance and flowers and awful dressing in this refreshingly mature a tome that charts the lives of 4 couples centered around a local flower shop. Him, the Smile, and Bloom is a unique exploration of the flourishing relationship between 2 adults and the highs and lows of their budding romance in a modern world. From the initial spark of attraction to the struggles of maintaining a relationship and navigating life's choppy waters, Him, the Smile, and Bloom deftly weaves heartwarming and heartbreaking narrative threads for a genuinely distinct and memorable Atome experience. So I'm looking at this and I just see men. Is there a... Okay, there's the girl. Ugh, God. Like, she looks, I don't know, like, she looks creepy. Like, the men look cute, but, like, I don't know, something with her eyeballs. Like, I don't know, like, ugh, or her nose or something. She looks like a witch. I don't know. Oh, that girl's even worse. She looks like Martha Stewart. And she's wearing that god-awful green again with those overalls. Good Lord. Worst dressed. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, that's it for this week's new RPG news. Hope that you all enjoyed it. And as always, have a good day.